Welcome to the Twin Cities Film Fest, presented to you by Stearns Bank. We're here at the Edina Man Theater, and I'm on the red carpet with Jordan from the film Abigail Before Beatrice. I'll be your red carpet host, Charla Marie. All right. Jordan, Abigail Before Beatrice, it explores cults, toxic relationships, identity, and trauma from psychological and an empathetic perspective. Can you describe to me, in your words, what the film is, what it's about, and the character you played, and how it affected the film and yourself?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I think if anything, the film is about belonging, and in particular, the lengths that we go to try to find our belonging. Right. Like that central character is trying to find a place where she feels like she can call home, and she finds it in some of the darkest places you can find and some of the scariest places, but also we can't judge sometimes what that means to somebody. And for my character in particular, I think it is this sense of maybe what normal, like normal home is supposed to look like in a way, just like this family, this like welcoming. There's like a lightness to it, but for the main character, Abigail, or sorry, Beatrice, like that is doesn't exactly fit. Does that make sense? So it's like there's something she's drawn to in that, but it's not the exact fit. It's not the exact place of belonging because she feels like she actually belongs somewhere else. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, and from watching the film, I totally understand. I
yeah.
totally get that. So, when Cassie wrote and directed this film, can you tell me if she wrote this film based off of personal experience or someone that she knew, or did she make this, just think about it one day and was like, hey, I'm going to write a film about this?
Totally, yeah. So there's like two origin points. So one of it is like there is no personal experience with cults, right? Like I think that would be the first thing to say for Cassie. But so two origin points are one. She wrote this for my acting class, so I am the acting teacher for everybody that is in this film. Yeah, I know. So she wrote that and workshopped it in that acting class. So she had been writing it for about a year before we actually started to produce any of it. So she wanted to go through and she worked up a bunch of scenes. So the Abigail and Beatrice scene, the Beatrice and the cult leader scene, like all that she did prior to. So that's one origin point. But I think the other one is, even though she's never been a part of a cult, she did feel like and I think it's okay to say this, bestie, wherever you are, bestie, I love you, is like it's hard to figure out where to belong. It's really hard to figure out where you fit in. And I think we can all relate to the idea of wanting to be wanted so badly. Does that make sense?
It does.
And so that's where this actually really starts. It's like, I want to be wanted so bad, and I don't know where to find that. What's that? Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, sorry, my low voice is so like I know.
Machine
I
is
know,
going.
I got you. I can project it. Yeah, I
Yes,
got
no
you. I got you. I got you.
Um, Acting classes. That's pretty cool. Are those acting classes in Chicago?
No, they were acting classes in L.A.
All right.
I was the head of a studio in L.A. for a very long time.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Um, Collaborating with your bestie, Cassie, can you tell me what that was like working with her, and how did she play the balance between the character fear and empathy? There was a fine line right there. You don't know whether to like this person, feel sorry for this person, or hate this person. Can you tell me what that was like?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think for Cassie, she loves just like a really flawed and really full character, just because she wrote it too. So it's like she's always trying to find that in everybody. So what's really nice about this film is like everybody has that. You have a moment where I think you kind of don't like everybody in the film, and you also have a moment where you kind of like everybody in the film, whether they're the villain or not. And so I think Cassie's just really interested in all parts of that exploration. And then working with her on set with that, she would remind you of that constantly. So as an actor, you'd be like, oh my God, I don't know if I could do that because maybe they won't like my character. And she's like, no, that's why I wrote that, right? I wrote that because I wanted you to be, for my character, it was like I wanted you to be a single dad that was a loving dad, but was also kind of horny and also maybe a little depressed and also maybe a little this, right? And as an actor, yeah, exactly, and you're scared to show some of that. But I think she did that with everybody. She did it with Olivia. She did it with Riley. She did it with Shane, who's the cult leader. Like, she wanted you to go, no, it's okay that we like him in this moment. Especially for Shane, it was like, it's all right if we like him, if we're attracted to him, or if we think he's cool, because we're supposed to, you know. Yeah.
And so psychological thrillers tend to stick with you. Is there any particular moment in this film that just lingers with you, that's still sitting with you, that you just can't shake off?
Yeah, I can't give away the end. But but in particular, it is when you watch Olivia and that twist at the end, and there's a moment where Olivia's character Beatrice is alone at the end. That moment still sits with me because you see her sit in everything that she's done and everything that she's got, and it's this moment of like, we get it, but also it's really unsettling, and it's right before it gets really chaotic. So it's like kind of that silence right before. So it's when she's like laying on the floor at the end. Do you remember what I'm talking about? That yeah. That moment still sticks with me. And I remember filming it. That was scary.
3 words real quick to describe this film, Abigail Before Beatrice, and you can't say Abigail Before Beatrice.
Totally, yeah. Sexy, culty, and thrilling.
And if we wanted to see this film other than here at the Edina Man Theater in Minnesota, where can we see it? Is there a website for it? And where can we follow you?
There's not a website for it yet because it's still in festival circuit. So we were just in Tallgrass. Shout out Tallgrass. We were in Brooklyn Horror. So I love that we're in all of these really amazing cities and all these great like small independent film festivals. This feels awesome to be a part of. And then I just Google my name. I don't care. Just Google my name. I don't.
What is your name?
My name is Jordan Lane Shappell.
All right. Well, thank you, Jordan, for being here with us for Abigail Before Beatrice, and thank you to Stearns Bank for making it possible. Thank you, Stearns Bank, for making it possible for the Twin Cities Film Fest to be here again at the Edina Man Theater. Thank you.